the gun. They'll look to throw. He hits Randall, complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pryor has it complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Uses the stiff arm. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Pass incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And Brown able to put it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's the first carry now for the tailback, Ronnie Hillman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On third down, Roethlisberger. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Out of the gun now on third down. It's caught by Randall. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Now Brown. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat.
Here we go.
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He finds Coates complete. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol. After the penalty, it's Bell. Room here to run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets him back for 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man on the comebacker. 23 yards on the play.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Brown, the lone receiver, left. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Wheaton with a catch right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Having an effective short passing game. One of their main concern coming into this one right there. Able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Caldwell to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He hits Randall, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going. all the way into the end zone.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Give him 11 on the gain there, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to float this one deep. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Caldwell to return. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. A strong running. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would pick.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll go again with Bell. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Seven yards remain now on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On the run, Dunbar. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Johnson running left. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll give the Browns a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And he's got this one down to the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watch him now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Barnage for a Cleveland touchdown. Gary Barnage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code. Yeah,
they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
But maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down following the run. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Randall. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position, because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. With it is Brown. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Caldwell to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. To throw now on 1st down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Arthur Moats in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On play action, they'll throw. Finding time. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And Brown able to put it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a 7-play drive, but it's now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Shift together here from the D-line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping, unraveling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling vivid, rhythm, clear eye, and vigorous, spinner right to the rhythm, widow the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can say something. That's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the present now. Present. Come out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting in no way.
Poppin' nugget when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad one, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just under bells are ringing, people singing, rices throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turned into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up. Yeah. And my love a tripping. Yeah. Now I feel my body drifting. Yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little. I be shooting out the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turned into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body drifting. Baby girl, she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby.